Alright, so I'm going to be casting a StarCraft 2 game here, and this is going to be a game between the top American player, except for Hydra, probably Nony, and who is actually in the finals of the TSL, which is the Team Liquid Star League, for those of you that don't know. It's the biggest foreigner tournament out there. It actually has a $10,000 first place prize. And down here is the Blue Zerg. We have David Kim, who is the game tester for Blizzard, and he's in charge of the balances used and fixing all the races and units and just getting everything to work out properly. So this guy has played a ton of StarCraft 2, way more than anybody else for sure. I mean, he's been playing it probably for the last 2 or 3 years now. So he knows this game inside and out, and consequently he's like 96-5 last I heard. So he's definitely the dominant player. So you know Nony is going to want to try to beat him because Nony is extremely competitive like that. And I'm sure would love to be able to brag about taking the #1 spot on the ladder and take that away from David Kim in just a game or two. And I mean, Nony is a very good player. He's very intelligent, and he thinks for himself. He just doesn't always do canned builds. He's a very reactive player, likes to figure things out, figure out what works best. So he's one of the guys I'll expect to be very good at this game in quite a hurry, especially since he's also a monster with his mechanics. And as you can see, I mean, just a pylon going down here. I'm assuming you still build a gateway after pylon, like in StarCraft 1, but I don't really know anything about this game. Your guess is as good as mine. As you can see, it looks like we've got a drone going out to do some scouting. Yeah, it's going to be scouting him out, as well as the Overlord heading in that general direction. It looks like he is in fact going to be putting down a gateway. And you start with more probes, so the build orders aren't quite the same. It looks like that gateway went down on 12, but I'm assuming that was just as soon as he had the minerals for it. And Nony's scouting there, and David, I don't know why he was just going to continue to scout Nony. And we've got another drone going out here. Is he going to go for a fast expansion? I don't know if it's as necessary to fast expand in this game, especially with Zerg. My understanding is with the Queen's ability to spawn 4 extra larvae at a pretty continuous rate, that you can actually do okay off one hatchery, but obviously giving the second hatchery gives you more mineral patches, so you can get minerals a little bit faster. Because in this game, once you have 2 workers per patch, you can't mine any faster. So, even if you put 8 workers on each patch, it wouldn't be any faster than 2, just because the AI is, very efficient in this game. As you can see, he's attacking the pylon, but obviously not going to do anything, just being an annoyance. And Nony looks like he's scoping out his base. He's going to see, obviously, that hatchery going down there at the expansion. And then, if you guys haven't seen this, the replays in this game are really cool. Not only can you do standard replays, but you can do a person's first-person view for both players and switch between those. So, like right now, you can see David Kim's first-person view, and you don't see the mouse, but you see everything else. And if you notice here, as he sets these waypoints, they're way more efficient. Like in StarCraft 1, when you would move to waypoints, your units would kind of stop there, and it'd be easy for them to get hit, but this one has continuous motion with the waypoints. So if you put like 8 waypoints in the base with a scouting probe, he's just going to move perfectly in the base. So it's pretty cool that you can do the first-person views. So it looks like Nony has a Zealot, and I don't know if he's going to try to block his ramp or just go down and harass the expansion. Looks like he is going to go for the expansion harass. So doing some sort of early Zealot pressure. Probably wants David Kim to not drone up too much and make a little bit of defense. Whether it's, I think their spine crawlers are like the Zerg defense, or just force him to spend larvae on Zerglings. And as you can see, the hatchery is just about completed. Should be completed by the time the Zealot gets there. It looks like he's got another Zealot on the probe on the way, so I'm just trying to do a little early pressure. And as you can see, he's got taken his gas, and I believe Nony has indeed taken his, and it looks like he's getting the cyber core, so I don't know what tech follows that. Maybe it's still something like robotics facility, I'm not entirely sure. Looks like Zealot's going to start attacking the hatchery, but I'm assuming he's going to have some Zerglings or something on, yeah, there's Zerglings on the way right now. So it looks like we're going to see a 2 Zealot versus a probe, 2 Zealots and a probe versus 6 Zerglings, which is a pretty even battle in StarCraft 1, so we'll see how it happens here. Nony microing that Zealot to alternate who takes the damage to give them max efficiency. Looks like this Zealot is going to get taken out now. And as you can see, the Zerglings came out way ahead in this battle. I mean, he took out 2 Zealots and a probe and only lost 2 Lings. So it looks like with the better pathing and stuff, Lings are a lot more effective. And also notice, that's pretty interesting right there. Even though Zerglings and Zealots have basically the same speed, in StarCraft 1, without the speed, there was no way you could hit like a Zealot that was fleeing. The Zerglings could run after him, but they would never get a hit. But it looks like in this game, the pathing is good enough and the AI is good enough that they'll actually get hits as you run away. So it seems to decrease the effectiveness of fleeing in close battles, and I don't think 1 Zealot's going to be able to block the ramp. I think you need at least 2, maybe more. He's just going to be able to run up here. It's going to be a little bit annoying. Can he get in? Looks like he'll have enough health to get in, which is kind of annoying for Nony, because now David's going to get full scouting intel on what exactly Nony's up to. And it looks like he's putting down a second gateway and indeed warping in a robotics facility. And that thing you see on top of the Nexus is, I forget what it's called. It's called Chrono Boost, and it allows buildings to operate 50% faster